Welcome to Daily Stoic, where we explore timeless wisdom and practical strategies to help you navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Today, we're tackling a question that many of us have faced at one time or another. Have you ever found yourself feeling like you're not a priority in someone else's life? It's a disheartening experience, especially when it involves someone close to you, a family member, a friend, or even a partner. This feeling of being sidelined can cut deep, shaking your sense of worth and leaving you questioning your value in their life. But what if I told you that there are proven methods to change this narrative? What if you could shift the dynamics of your relationships and ensure that you are always seen as a priority? Here at Daily Stoic, we believe that with the right understanding and application of key principles, you can achieve just that. The strategies we're about to share with you are not just theories. They are actionable steps rooted in both philosophical insights and practical psychology. Before we dive into these solutions, it's essential to start by understanding the core of the issue. As with any challenge, the first step to overcoming it is to recognize and define the problem clearly. So ask yourself this critical question: what makes you feel like you are not a priority? It's a simple yet profound inquiry that can reveal much about the underlying dynamics at play. Let's take it a step further. Why do the people who matter most to you choose to spend their time elsewhere rather than with you? Research and experience suggest that there are two primary reasons for this. First, they may take your presence for granted, assuming you'll always be there no matter what. This familiarity can breed a certain complacency in how they value your role in their life. Second, they may not see you as an integral part of their world, leading them to invest their time and energy elsewhere. While these truths may be difficult to confront, acknowledging them is a crucial step toward change. Now that we've identified the problem, it's time to revolutionize your approach and explore the solutions. By following the steps we'll discuss, you can begin to reshape your relationships and ensure that you occupy a place of significance in the lives of those who matter to you. So be sure to watch this video until the very end, take notes if necessary, and don't forget to support our community by clicking the like button, sharing this video, and subscribing to Daily Stoic. Together, we can continue to learn, grow, and empower ourselves to lead lives of purpose and meaning. Let's begin by delving deeper into these transformative strategies. Step 1. Refrain from being the perpetual initiator of communication. In the intricate dance of relationships, where balance and reciprocity are paramount, you may find yourself repeatedly taking the first step, reaching out to someone who holds significance in your life. Yet herein lies a paradox worth contemplating. Shouldn't the act of reaching out signal your importance in their life? One might naturally think so, but the truth is far more nuanced. By consistently being the one who initiates contact, you inadvertently condition the other person to expect your efforts as a given. This repeated pattern breeds a dangerous familiarity, one where your value becomes diminished and your presence is taken for granted. The once cherished act of communication now loses its weight, as it is seen less as a meaningful connection and more as an obligation fulfilled. So what is the philosophical remedy to this imbalance? It is simple yet profound. Withdraw from the role of initiator. Resist the urge to reach out, and instead allow the space for the other person to step forward. In this deliberate pause, you create a void that only their genuine concern and effort can fill. If they truly value you, they will be compelled to bridge the gap, revealing the true depth of their regard for you. Observe their actions, not with bitterness or expectation, but with the calm detachment of a Stoic observer. This shift in dynamics not only restores balance, but also allows you to gauge the true nature of your relationship. After all, those who genuinely care will not let the silence linger for long. They will reach out, driven by the recognition of your worth. As you consider this approach, remember that your self-worth is not tied to the frequency with which you extend your hand. True connection is a mutual exchange, not a one-sided pursuit. By stepping back, you give others the opportunity to meet you where you stand, and in doing so, you reclaim your place as a priority in their lives. Step 2. Embrace the art of strategic absence. In the complex fabric of human connections, the ancient wisdom of quality over quantity finds profound relevance. This principle, though often invoked in the realms of material pursuits, carries even greater weight in the delicate dynamics of relationships. To become a priority in someone's life, one must carefully navigate the fine line between presence and absence, for it is in the balance of these that true value is cultivated. Consider this. The more readily accessible you are, the more you risk becoming a fixture rather than a focal point. Constant availability can lead to a subtle but insidious erosion of your perceived worth, as your presence becomes something expected rather than cherished. In the realm of human interaction, as in all things, scarcity breeds value. When you are perpetually at someone's beck and call, you inadvertently diminish the significance of your time and attention. However, do not mistake this for a call to be capricious or conveniently absent. It is not about withdrawing entirely or playing games of emotional hide and seek. Rather, it is about recalibrating your priorities and ensuring that your own needs and pursuits are given the attention they deserve. By doing so, you send a powerful message. Your life is rich with purpose and activity beyond any single relationship, and you are not merely waiting in the wings for their acknowledgement. This shift in behavior compels others to reconsider their assumptions about you. When they can no longer count on your constant availability, they are forced to recognize the value of the time they do have with you. They begin to see that your presence is a privilege, not a given, and in this realization, they may come to place you higher in their own hierarchy of priorities. In the end, by being judicious with your availability, you not only reclaim your own time and self-worth, but also elevate the quality of your interactions. You transform from a readily accessible resource into a rare and valued presence, one that is sought after and respected. It is in this dance of presence and absence that the true essence of being a priority is forged. Step 3. Cultivate the art of subtle mystery. In the intricate dance of human relationships, there lies a timeless truth. The unknown holds an irresistible allure. Throughout history, the enigmatic has always captivated the human mind, drawing us in with the promise of secrets yet to be unveiled. It is this fascination with the mysterious that can be harnessed to elevate your presence in the eyes of others, transforming you from the familiar to the unforgettable. Consider the nature of attraction itself. It is not the mundane, the predictable, or the fully disclosed that ignites our curiosity. Rather, it is the shadowed corners of personality, the untold stories, and the unspoken thoughts that stir our imagination. When everything about a person is laid bare, when every detail is offered up without hesitation, the sense of wonder diminishes. The allure fades, replaced by the routine and the ordinary. To wield the power of mystery in your relationships is not to be deceptive or aloof, but to embrace a more deliberate approach to self-disclosure. Rather than revealing the entirety of who you are at once, allow your personality to unfold like the pages of a well-crafted novel, one chapter at a time. Drop subtle hints about your passions and pursuits, offering glimpses of your inner world without laying it completely bare. Let your responses to inquiries be thoughtfully measured, revealing enough to engage, but leaving room for curiosity to grow. By doing so, you invite others into a journey of discovery, where each interaction with you feels like peeling back the layers of a complex and intriguing narrative. This sense of discovery fosters a deeper connection, as people become invested in uncovering the facets of your character that remain just out of reach. Over time, this intrigue will elevate your status in their lives as they come to see you not merely as a constant presence, but as a priority, someone whose depth and complexity demand their attention and respect. In a world where so much is readily available and instantly consumed, the choice to maintain an element of mystery is a profound one. It sets you apart, making your presence not only desired, but also valued. And as others seek to learn more about you, they will find themselves drawn deeper into the orbit of your life, where you occupy a space of significance that few others can. Step 4. Invite others to invest in you. Let us ponder for a moment the nature of value and investment within the realm of human relationships. Who indeed is more likely to see you as a priority? The person who has poured time, energy, and emotional resources into you, or the one who has yet to offer anything of significance? The answer, of course, reveals itself with clarity. Human beings are wired to value what they have invested in, for it is through this investment that connections deepen and bonds strengthen. To be seen as a priority, you must allow others the opportunity to invest in you, to contribute to the shared narrative of your relationship. This is not a matter of manipulation, but rather a recognition of the fundamental truth that effort breeds attachment. When someone invests in you, be it their time, their attention, or their emotional labor, they become more engaged in your well-being and more committed to your place in their life. How, then, do we facilitate such investment? The key lies in creating opportunities for others to contribute meaningfully to your life. Consider, for instance, the act of turning down plans you cannot fulfill. This simple gesture, while seemingly minor, sends a powerful message. Your time is not to be taken lightly. It signals that you are discerning with your commitments and that those who wish to be part of your life must be prepared to meet you on equal footing. Additionally, by not always being immediately available, you underscore the value of your presence. The subtle art of making someone wait for you, within reason, reminds them that your time is a precious commodity, not to be squandered. This approach invites them to appreciate the moments they do share with you, knowing that such moments are not guaranteed, but earned. This philosophy of allowing investment is not about playing hard to get, but about fostering a relationship dynamic where both parties recognize and respect the mutual effort required to sustain it. When others perceive you as a challenge, someone whose time and attention must be earned, they begin to see you not merely as another person in their orbit, but as a priority, someone who enriches their life and who is worth the effort. In essence, by encouraging others to invest in you, you elevate your standing in their eyes. You become a person of value, someone who is not only sought after, but cherished. And as this investment grows, so too does the depth of your relationship, creating a bond that is resilient, meaningful, and enduring. Step 5. Elevate your own needs to their rightful place. In the intricate tapestry of relationships, the concept of prioritizing oneself often teeters on the edge of misunderstanding, easily confused with selfishness. Yet there is a profound distinction between the two, a distinction that lies at the very heart of self-respect and personal dignity. To prioritize your needs is not to dismiss the needs of others, but rather to ensure that you do not diminish your own worth in the process of navigating the complex interplay of human connections. Consider this. If you are aware that someone in your life consistently fails to treat you with the respect and care you deserve, what compels you to maintain proximity to them? The answer, often rooted in a fear of loneliness or a desire for validation, must be examined with philosophical clarity. For in choosing to remain close to those who devalue you, you tacitly agree to the erosion of your own self-worth. To prioritize your needs is to assert, unequivocally, that you are deserving of the same respect, love, and consideration that you extend to others. It is to recognize that surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift you, who see you as a priority, is not merely a preference, but a necessity for your well-being. These are the people who reflect back to you your own intrinsic value, reinforcing the importance of maintaining relationships that are mutually enriching. It is vital to remember that while you cannot dictate the emotions or actions of others, you hold absolute dominion over your own choices and feelings. The essence of this step lies in the understanding that if you wish to be a priority in another's life, you must first become a priority in your own. This is not an act of selfishness, but one of self-preservation and growth. By placing your needs at the forefront, you set a standard for how you are to be treated, and in doing so, you teach others to respect that standard. This journey of self-prioritization is, in essence, an act of self-love. It is the realization that your well-being is the foundation upon which all other relationships are built. Without a solid foundation, even the most promising connections are destined to falter. Thus, by making yourself a priority, you create the conditions necessary for not only surviving, but thriving within your relationships. Step 6. Resist the temptation to place others at the very center of your existence. In the labyrinth of human relationships, there lies a subtle but powerful truth. That which is too easily attained often loses its allure, while that which remains just beyond reach captivates the heart and mind with a potent sense of desire. This principle, deeply rooted in the human psyche, is a cornerstone of how we perceive value and significance. It is an intriguing aspect of our nature that we are drawn almost magnetically to that which we cannot readily possess. The challenge, the pursuit, the effort required to attain something or someone heightens its worth in our eyes. When a person feels they must exert effort to earn your attention or affection, that effort itself becomes a form of investment. And what we invest in, we inevitably come to cherish. This insight reveals a profound strategy in relationships. By ensuring that you do not make another the absolute center of your life, you preserve the mystery, the challenge, and the allure that naturally draws people toward you. To be clear, this is not about playing games or withholding affection. Rather, it is about maintaining a balanced sense of self that is independent of the whims and desires of others. When you center your life entirely around another person, you inadvertently signal a sense of dependency or even desperation. This can diminish your perceived value, as it suggests that your own happiness and self-worth are contingent upon their presence and approval. In contrast, when you demonstrate through your actions that you are complete within yourself, that your happiness is not solely tied to their attention, you cultivate a sense of respect and admiration in them. They begin to see you not as someone who is easily attained, but as someone whose time, presence, and affection are worth striving for. This approach nurtures a dynamic where you are not merely a participant in their life, but a person of significance, someone who commands respect and consideration. The balance here is delicate yet essential. While you remain engaged and caring, you also maintain a degree of independence, ensuring that your world does not revolve entirely around their orbit. By cultivating this balance, you not only elevate your own self-worth, but also deepen the value others place upon you. They will come to understand that your presence in their life is not guaranteed, but something to be earned, respected, and cherished. It is through this subtle dance of independence and connection that you truly become a priority in their life. Step 7. Cultivate the fear of your absence. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, there exists a profound and often overlooked truth. The fear of loss is a far greater motivator than the promise of gain. This principle, deeply rooted in our psyche, has the potential to transform how others perceive your place in their lives. To be seen as a priority, it is essential to create a subtle yet powerful fear of losing you, a fear that will compel them to value your presence more deeply. The art of making someone recognize your significance lies not in overt gestures or grand declarations, but in the quiet withdrawal of your emotional investment. Begin by distancing yourself, not physically but emotionally. Withhold the intimate confessions, the shared vulnerabilities, and the unspoken understandings that once flowed freely between you. Let them notice the absence of your once dependable support, the void where your confidence has once resided. As you redirect your energy towards other pursuits and relationships, they will inevitably sense the shift. This gradual distancing, when executed with subtlety and care, will stir in them a realization. They are no longer the center of your emotional world. The warmth of your attention, once taken for granted, will now be felt as a loss, and with it, the fear that they may no longer hold the place in your life that they once did. However, this strategy, like all powerful tools, must be wielded with precision and wisdom. The goal is not to create unnecessary pain or to manipulate, but to remind them of your value by allowing them to experience, however briefly, the possibility of your absence. It is a delicate balance. Too much distance, and you risk pushing them away entirely. Too little, and the impact may not be felt. The potency of this approach lies in its ability to shift the dynamic of the relationship, prompting them to reevaluate their priorities and to recognize the true worth of your presence. When they realize that you are not a constant, unchanging fixture in their life, but rather a person with their own needs, desires, and boundaries, they will be more likely to cherish the moments they do have with you. In this way, you become not just a part of their life, but a priority, someone whose presence is treasured and whose absence is feared. It is through this mindful and measured withdrawal that you elevate your standing, ensuring that you are valued not only for what you bring into the relationship, but also for the potential void you leave behind. Step 8. Cultivate the wellspring of your own happiness. In the journey of life, few pursuits are as essential and as misunderstood as the quest for happiness. It is a common misconception to believe that our joy and fulfillment must be tethered to the presence or approval of others. Yet the truth is far more profound. To truly be a priority in another's life, one must first become the architect of their own happiness. Relying on another person for your emotional well-being is a path fraught with pitfalls. While it may seem comforting to lean on someone else for your happiness, this dependency carries the seeds of inevitable disappointment. Human beings in all their complexity are imperfect and unpredictable. To anchor your joy solely in another's actions or affections is to set yourself adrift on a sea of uncertainty. Moreover, when you outsource your happiness to someone else, you inadvertently surrender the reins of your life. You begin to navigate the world not according to your own desires and priorities, but according to theirs. This can lead to a subtle but corrosive resentment as your true self is subsumed by the demands and expectations of another. In such a scenario, your life becomes a reflection of their agenda, rather than an authentic expression of your own inner world. The philosophical remedy to this dilemma is clear. You must become the creator and sustainer of your own happiness. This is not an act of isolation, but one of empowerment. By cultivating your own joy, you reclaim the sovereignty of your life. You affirm that your well-being is not contingent upon external validation, but flows from the depths of your own soul, nourished by your passions, pursuits, and personal growth. When you become the source of your own happiness, you naturally project a sense of balance and confidence that is deeply attractive to others. You are no longer a dependent figure seeking validation, but a complete individual whose presence enriches the lives of those around you. This self-sufficiency not only makes you more resilient in the face of life's challenges, but it also elevates your standing in the eyes of others, who will come to see you as a person of substance and strength. In the long run, this approach leads to a more fulfilling and harmonious existence. You are no longer swayed by the unpredictable tides of others' emotions, but instead you stand firm in the knowledge that your happiness is yours to cultivate and protect. This inner stability allows you to engage with others from a place of genuine connection rather than need, fostering relationships that are based on mutual respect and admiration. Step 9. Embrace the power of departure. There is a certain gravity to the idea of walking away from someone you care about, a weight that tugs at the heart and stirs a deep-seated fear within the soul. Yet it is precisely within this fear that one finds the crucible of true strength. To walk away, not in anger or spite, but with the calm certainty of self-respect, is one of the most profound acts of empowerment you can undertake in the realm of relationships. The willingness to depart from a relationship, even when emotions run deep, is a testament to your understanding of self-worth. It is an acknowledgement that, while you may cherish the connection, you will not allow it to diminish your sense of value or compromise your principles. In this way, walking away becomes not a rejection of the other, but an affirmation of yourself. It is a declaration that you will not settle for anything less than what you deserve, a love that is reciprocal, respectful, and true. This act of stepping away carries with it a powerful message, that you are not bound by fear or neediness, and that your presence in someone's life is a gift, not a given. By showing that you are not afraid to leave, you challenge the other person to reconsider their own behavior, to reflect on the value they place upon you. It is in this space created by your absence that the truth of your significance can emerge. The right person, one who truly values you, will recognize the void left by your departure and will be moved to rectify it. They will strive to keep you in their life, not out of obligation, but out of genuine recognition of your worth. However, this step is not about manipulation or playing hard to get. It is about honoring yourself enough to know when it is time to let go, even if it means facing the unknown. The courage to walk away is rooted in the understanding that your happiness and fulfillment do not hinge on any single relationship, but on the broader canvas of your life, painted with the strokes of your own choices and values. In this way, walking away is not an ending, but a beginning, an invitation to new possibilities, to relationships that align more closely with your true self. It is a reminder that you are whole and complete, and that the right people will naturally gravitate toward you, recognizing the light you bring into their lives. In conclusion, I leave you with a few reflective questions. Did you find today's exploration enriching? Did the ideas we delved into resonate with you, perhaps illuminating new perspectives or deepening your understanding? If this content has indeed added value to your journey, I warmly invite you to show your appreciation, whether through a like, a share, or by subscribing to continue this shared exploration. Personal development is not a solitary endeavor. It is a collective voyage where each of us, in our own way, contributes to the growth of the whole. We are fellow travelers on this path, each striving not merely to improve, but to evolve into the fullest, most authentic version of ourselves. As we continue on this journey together, let us remember that growth is a continuous process, an ongoing dialogue between who we are and who we aspire to be. Until we meet again, keep pushing the boundaries of your potential, keep nurturing your mind and spirit, and remain committed to the noble pursuit of self-betterment. In this shared quest, may we all find the courage to learn, the wisdom to grow, and the resolve to become the very best versions of ourselves. If you haven't yet joined our community, now is the perfect time. Hit the subscribe button, like this video if it resonated with you, and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Together, we can continue to inspire and support one another on this transformative journey.